Back at Sun Life Stadium in Miami, Patriots get the ball, and they have a 7-point lead. Electric start to the first half for the opener. Mike Tirico, John Gruden, Ron Jaworski. Then things quieted down. Look ahead to the second half here for the Pats.
You know, if you look at the Patriots, they have a plan, and the plan has been their two tight end offense. Brady has 14 completions in the first half. 7 have gone to tight ends. Stay with the plan. It's working.
I think for Miami, it's one snap at a time. Remember last year in this stadium, opening kickoff, New England took it to the house. They must stay relentless. They need to get one turnover from their defense, and they got to refine that offense they had to start this football game, but it's one snap at a time. No mistakes against the Patriots.
Miami was very aggressive in that first drive. Walked it down the field. Not able to do much after that. We're going to check on the big injury of the first half in a moment. Matthew Slater, who had his first NFL career reception in that first half, set to receive Dan Carpenter's kickoff. Instead, it'll be Edelman on the opposite side from a couple yards deep. Edelman down the side, pushed out of bounds at the 35-yard line, and Wendy Nix has a report for us. Wendy?
Well, Mike, the Patriots' offensive line was already shorthanded without Sebastian Vollmer, and now it appears they'll play the rest of this game without starting center Dan Copen. He went in, official injury listed as left ankle, but we followed him as he went in for x-rays and came out on crutches. I walked with him as he went back into the Patriots locker room. He just shook his head and said, "We'll see," but it does not appear he'll be back in this game.
All right, Wendy, thank you. It was that left leg getting tangled up on a short yardage play. Carlos Dansby inside, and then the pile over the top left his leg crunched underneath. So Dan Connolly has slid over to play center for Brady. That pass gets to Welker on that sideline. There's very little room to thread it, and Brady did get it past Benny Sapp.
There's a lot of room in some of these underneath coverages, and that time Benny Sapp gambled, and he came up a big loser there. Great throw by Tom Brady, but take a look at number 27 on the left side of your screen. He's responsible for the flat coverage on that side of the formation, and if you get outflanked, there's no one left.
21 on that one. Ben Jarvis Green Ellis, who has not carried it much tonight, tackled by Koa Misi for no gain.
You can't substitute against Brady in this no-huddle offense. He'll snap the ball. He'll catch you in a substitution.
12 men on the field. Defense. 5-yard penalty, still first down.
He will not forgive you if you make a mistake. That time, Philip Merling charging off the field. Brady saw it. He said, "I'm going to get you," and he did. Free 5 yards and first down Patriots. This is where they like to be, 1st and 5.
The one touchdown to Rob Gronkowski in the second quarter. That's a movement. Might have been Rob's brother Dan Gronkowski, was signed earlier this week as the third tight end.
Number 82 offense, 5-yard penalty. Remains first down.
Dan was drafted by Detroit in 09, played there, and then was traded to Denver, and able to come in here on a short week as their third tight end because he's familiar with the terminology. Josh McDaniels was in Denver last year, similar offense. So he picked it up, and now he's a teammate of his brother.
And, Mike, he's played quite a few snaps tonight. You know, we talked about the Patriots using 2 tight ends, and occasionally they load up with 3.
The third Gronkowski, Chris, is with Indianapolis. For Jarvis Green Ellis. Try to hop back through the hole. Koa Misi brings him down again at the 40.
It's similar with Brian Waters, the right guard of the Patriots. He can learn this system on short notice. He came from the Kansas City Chiefs. Waters played for Charlie Weiss, who is another ex-coordinator of the New England Patriots.
And remember, Bill Belichick told us last night, it's not like Waters is ready to play 70 plays, but now he has to play the whole half because of the injury to Copen. The caught out of the air by Odrick. He's going to go. Jared Odrick trying to hold on to the 10. Brought down by Deion Branch at the 8-yard line. There's a marker down back near the return. Benny Sapp caused the collision that put it in the air.
There's no foul on the play.
Well, they're going to pick up the penalty.
That's about the first interception I've seen Brady throw in a long time. But watch Benny Sapp. He's going to come rifling across the screen here. You're going to see the fake in the backfield to Woodhead. Ball's thrown, and there's a tip pass, and look at Odrick intercept the ball. Shows good awareness. Excellent effort by Deion Branch. That's the turnover. That's the kind of play that the Miami Dolphins have been lacking here, especially at home. Now they got to put it in the end zone and tie this football game.
First interception of Brady in the regular season in 358 attempts. First and goal, Dolphins for a tying touchdown. Bush trying to jump cut, is brought down.
Well, it's a quick screen, and Deion Branch has to block Benny Sapp, but Benny Sapp knew he had to beat that block to be a factor on the play. Good awareness by Odrick. Brady still can't believe it. I bet he's never thrown an interception on a quick screen.
And Sapp, who was burned earlier trying to go for that ball on the sideline, able to jump it. And Odrick, second year out of Penn State, with a pick. Now what do they do with it? Henney hit as he throws. Touchdown, Hartline.
Chad Henne did a great job using his snap count. He knew the Patriots were in double zone. He went alert, alert, alert. He sees the split safety look. Hand signals the slot combination that he wants. Under duress, throws a strike to Brian Hartline. That's what you do when you get a turnover.
Look down the gun barrel. Henne did that with Hainsworth right in his face and delivered a touchdown strike.
Carpenter extra point. Game tied at 14. Well, that one mistake, that one turnover that Miami couldn't get last year, they get this year, and they got to tie games. Back in Miami, Brian Hartline caught just one touchdown last year. Got one from Chad Henne after the turnover by the Patriots. New game at 14. This time they will squib it. And Gronkowski is back to get it at the 27-yard line.
Well, Henne did a great job with his snap count. He sees it's too deep zone, and they're going after Josh Barrett, the young safety, with Bess on a little option route. You're going to see Josh Barrett jump Bess, and right behind him goes Brian Hartline. But what a great job Henne did with his snap count. He looks to Bess. Josh Barrett jumps it. They throw it over his head. Safety's been a problem for these Patriots. They cut James Sanders. They got rid of Brandon Merriweather. They go after Josh Barrett. Touchdown, Dolphins.
Brady to Woodhead, a screen. Waters out there with the first block. Tossed out of bounds by Rashad Jones, active safety who started tonight.
Well, this is an area where Danny Woodhead excels. Get him on the perimeter. And again, Brady moving that defense of the Miami Dolphins. Make them run sideline to sideline. Wear them out. Speed it up. Call the offense at the line of scrimmage.
Play clock still at 15.
He sees the blitz.
Randy Starks was over the center. Connolly.
Encroachment. Defense, number 94, 5-yard penalty. Result of the penalty is a first down.
The key to Tom Brady being efficient at the line of scrimmage is Bill O'Brien, the offensive coordinator, getting the play in on time so Tom can get to the line of scrimmage with 20 seconds left on the play clock, survey the defense, and get to a positive play. Bill O'Brien's done an excellent job tonight of giving Brady time at the line of scrimmage.
One less D lineman for Miami. Tony McDaniel, Dolphins say, has a hand injury. Brady with a lot of protectors. Ben Jarvis, Green Ellis releasing, and a lot of green grass, but couldn't bring it in.
Well, Brady felt the pressure. He got hurried on the play. You'll see Gronkowski, number 87 to the left of the screen, does a really good job on Misi. And Brady just has to fall back at the last second. He just barely misses. Then Jarvis Green-Ellis, so that would have been a big play, but the pressure came.
Jason Taylor's back in the game. Good to see from the earlier injury. And it's time for this Dolphin defense to make another play and push it over the top here in South Florida.
2nd and 10. Draw with Woodhead. 8 yards. Jones attacking.
Danny Woodhead, I tell you what, the 2nd and long situation, the crowd starts coming alive. What an excellent call. Shotgun runs. New England does it as well as anybody. He hides behind his offensive lineman. Very elusive back. And he runs with power on impact. And he moves the pile. He protects the ball. Big 3rd down and 2.
Benny Sapp was slow to get up after that last play. He's still on the field, 27. Here comes a blitz from Jeremiah Bell. Brady pulled it down and finds Deion Branch for the first down at the 47 of Miami.
Tom Brady's pocket awareness is incredible. There's pressure. Benny Sapp coming to his left, right in his face. Now you see him step up in the pocket, and awareness where his receivers are, gets the first down.
Woodhead cutting it back inside the 40 to the 39-yard line.
You know, New England's got 2 tight ends and 2 receivers, and it's forced Miami into their nickel defense, and they can't stop the running game right now, and Tom Brady won't let them substitute.
They got caught with too many guys in the field. They thought as the pass goes to the other side, complete to Branch. Miami was running a player off the field. And the officials didn't even see it. Now they throw 2 flags. I think Brady got not only the Dolphins, but the officials on that one. They were asleep on the count.
Very similar to what the Bengals did to the Browns yesterday. Went to a quick count and get a game-winning touchdown out of it.
There's no foul on the play for 12 men on the field. First down.
Well, you guys missed that one because the guy was standing just on the inside of the numbers. Brady to Branch. Got rid of Nolan Carroll in coverage and got to the 6-yard line.
What a great pattern. Wow. At Deion Branch. Been awful quiet in the preseason. Everybody's been criticizing Branch. Where's Deion Branch? He just ran a beautiful timing route, and the ball's delivered perfectly right on the sideline.
Brady right back to it. Right back to Branch. No catch. They ruled no catch. He was juggling the ball.
Well, they're going after Nolan Carroll, the right corner of the Miami Dolphins. Back-to-back plays, that time a back shoulder fade. Let's see if he has possession.
Cannot see the ball from that side. All you see are his hands moving. Patriots do not challenge. Woodhead seeking, gets down to the 2-yard line. They took a couple of shots at Nolan Carroll. Vontae Davis has not been on the field. They're back a play ago now.
Good call. He never had control of the football.
This is 3rd and goal.
He's going to throw it here. It's one-on-one up top.
We'll go after Nolan Carroll again. If he chooses Deion Branch at the top. Dolphin pressure. Brady pass to Welker. Touchdown.
You showed Tom Brady an all-out blitz. We saw it last year against the Jets on Monday Night Football. If you come after Tom Brady with all-out blitz and he sees one-on-one coverage, he has every route in the book, and he will shred you. He will be the shredder.
This is real simple here. He sees it. He knows he's got Benny Sapp match against Wes Welker. That's pitch and catch right there. Tom just smelled that blitz out. Easy touchdown.
Dolphins have got to address their defensive issues against this no huddle. Quick.
Gostowski adds the extra point, 21. 14. Brady answers the touchdown with one of his own. Bill Belichick and Tom Brady been together for so many wins over the years. We just watched Tom work down the field, take advantage when one of the top corners for the Dolphins, Vontae Davis, was on the sideline with an injury of some sort. He went to Deion Branch twice, bang, bang, for completions on Nolan Carroll, and then hit Wes Welker for the touchdown. Clyde Gates awaits. Gostowski kickoff. A chance from about 5 deep in the end zone. Flag down again on special teams for Miami, which has really hurt their field position.
It absolutely kills your offense. You have a problem opening the playbook when you're inside your own 10-yard line. Hard to dial up plays down there.
Return holding, number 93, the receiving team. 10-yard penalty, first down, timeout.
Jason Trusting been guilty a couple of times here tonight. First of two to open the 2011 season on Monday Night Football. The Raiders and Broncos to follow us here on ESPN. Dolphins take over at their own 11, down 7. Reggie Bush. Yeah, the game is 7 yards for Reggie. Dane Fletcher, Devin McCourty tackled.
You know, Reggie Bush, that's his 10th carry. 9 out of the 10 plays, I think he's run the ball between the tackles. And he showed good explosive finish right there. I'm impressed with Reggie running up between the tackles.
They need to control the clock a little bit here, John. They need to keep their defense on the field for a while, off the field to rest up a little bit.
Time for Henny. Brandon Marshall with a catch. Gets away from Mayo. Takes it across the 40-yard line. First down, McCourty the tackle. 22 on the game.
There's the guy you get going. He'd bring an energy source of this Dolphin offense. He's outstanding after the catch. He's going to push up against McCourty, run an under route, makes the ball, catches the ball away from his body. How about that stiff arm? A very angry man after the catch. Brandon Marshall. They definitely need to get him involved as this game unwinds.
Henny down the middle, 24 yards. Anthony Fasano, the tight end, who had a great catch in the first half.
Right down the seam, they double Brandon Marshall on the outside. Safety plays over the top, and Fasano makes another big grab. Watch the safety get wide and off the numbers, and Fasano goes right down the seam, and he's hurt.
Patrick Chung, who brought that big hit from the safety spot. And the Dolphin tight end shake it up. There are some big road games this week in college football. LSU and Mississippi State starts it Thursday night. And Boise State is going to have a really tough test. Toledo is a good team, just as the Buckeyes. Oklahoma, Florida State on ABC Saturday night. So great college football all weekend long. Fasano walked off under his own power. Dolphins first and 10 at the 35, looking for the tying score. Henny escaping. Slides for right about a first down at the 25.
Brian Dable, the offense coordinator, continues to dial up aggressive plays. Spread the field, one back in the backfield, and all of a sudden Henny sees that lane. He knows it's man-to-man coverage, gets the first down. You see this aggressive offense. We call it that left lane offense. You want to pass it, you want to spread them out, but most importantly, you want to be aggressive, and the Dolphins are right now.
The confusion there. Bush couldn't get a handle on it and finally jumps on it before Andre Carter could.
Well, there certainly was miscommunication right there. But if you look, Mike Pouncey really secured that corner. That may have whistled around a corner, but there was a breakdown in communication.
Well, you're going to listen to Chad Henne come to the line of scrimmage. He's going to use a dummy snap count. And he's going to do everything he can to get the Miami Dolphins in a position to use Reggie Bush.
Again with time. As Marshall secures the ball at the 1. Penalty marker down.
As a quarterback, give your wide receiver a chance to make a play. Find the one-on-one coverage and let it go. Here's the one-on-one with McCourty and Marshall. And all of a sudden, Marshall is bigger, stronger at 6'4", 225.
Illegal contact. Number 21 in the defense. Penalty will be declined. First down.
Penalty was on the opposite side of the field on Rossai Dowling, the rookie. First and goal for the Dolphins.
Well, it's a similar route that Marshall ran earlier. He ran an under route that time. He took it up on McCourty. That's quite a battle, Marshall and McCourty.
Great strength by Marshall to maintain.
Look at this fullback,
control.
Mike.
Yep, Paul Soliai, the starting nose guard.
They love to run left in the goal line.
Behind the 355-pounder Lex Hilliard is stopped. Devin McCourty came around with quickness.
Well, the Patriots went to that self-scout meeting. Impressive goal line defense. Albert Hainsworth, Vince Wilfork. You see Love 74. Hainsworth and Wilfork, watch them get off the ball in these goal line situations. Miami said enough of that. Let's go back to our 3 receiver sets.
Hainsworth off the field there. Bush, the lone back. Henny for Marshall. McCourty almost had an interception.
Well, that's what Brandon Marshall's been asking for. When it's one-on-one, give me some opportunities. That time it's he and McCourty. They've been going up and down the field at each other. Henny gives him a signal. I'm not quite sure what the route is, Jaws.
That's exactly right, John. He did not give him a good definition of where he was going.
I think he fooled Henny that time. They're lucky that wasn't intercepted.
You remember a year ago, we saw that route from Brandon Marshall on that jerk route. Dumped on Henny.
The alert for Reggie Bush on the draw right here if the Patriots play coverage.
Third and goal. Henny right back toward Marshall. Didn't catch it. That time the rookie Rossai Dowling out of Virginia was on Marshall. They try to go there twice. Don't. And a field goal attempt coming.
That's what they're doing. They're playing check with me offense right there. If they play coverage, we're going to hand the ball to Bush. If they play man-to-man, we're going to throw the ball to Marshall. That time, they went after Dowling. And again, I'm not quite sure what patterns they're running, but you have to give McCourty and Dowling credit. Back-to-back bump and run plays for the Patriots.
Extra point-sized field goal, 20 yards for Dan Carpenter, knocks it through. It's 21-17. For the lefty after the good drive, and Henny and Marshall talk about it heatedly. See Chad Henny and Brandon Marshall talking on the sideline. It's been a lot of the conversation, improved communication between the two. Marshall, who was stabbed in the stomach by his wife in April, charges weren't pursued. Late in July was diagnosed with borderline personality disorder at a mental hospital in Boston. And he says the treatment has been very helpful. Time will tell if that's the case. But they feel that Marshall has been much easier to deal with than in the past, and that it'll improve the product on the field with the receiver this year. Matthew Slater to return out to the 22-yard line for New England.
Well, you know, Brandon Marshall wants to see the football when it's one-on-one coverage. And in the goal line, they give him 2 hand signals, 2 opportunities. McCourty came up as a victor, and then it was a rookie Dowling. Hey, I realize this man has caught a lot of passes, but they need more touchdowns out of him. He had 3 touchdown receptions last year. He's going to need to break one to the end zone, I think, tonight, Ron, to help Miami secure a victory. Got to take advantage of those situations in tight.
Waiting from the 22, Dan Connolly is his center. Dan Copen, the starting center, injured his ankle. He's out. Aaron Hernandez with a catch. The tight ends continue to be featured, as will be most of the year for the Pats.
The Dolphins defense has to bow their backs. They have to make a stand right here. Their offense just got 3 on the board. They got this thing real close. Now the defense has to make a play. They do have the 1 interception. They need another big play.
Guys, in that last drive, they went after 28 Nolan Carroll, the top of the screen. Vontae Davis was out. Davis, the starting corner, has not returned yet for Miami. Left Ben Jarvis Green-Ellis with a block from Light. Tackled by Dansby. First down, Patriots.
I'll tell you, you toss the ball in this league, you have to have people that will block the perimeter. That time, a beautiful crack block gives the Patriots the edge, and here comes more no huddle.
And Miami takes a timeout. They're trying to get organized on defense. In a tight game, you hate to have to use a timeout in a situation like this. First one taken by Tony Sperano. It has become clear that's the New England goal, this no huddle. And the Dolphins, at halftime, you would have thought could adjust to it, but so far they still haven't.
Well, you would expect better execution with 2 veteran inside linebackers, Kevin Burnett, Carlos Dansby. We saw them preparing very hard for this no-huddle offense. The problem is it's hard to emulate Tom Brady. You just don't know when Brady's going to use this no-huddle. He'll do it on the goal line. He'll do it in the red zone. He'll do it after a big play. Sometimes he won't do it at all. You never know with Brady. Clearly, injuries and looks like conditioning a little bit has caught up with this Dolphin defense.
And the Dolphins are trying to match up to the personnel. Sometimes you got to call your defense and just play it rather than get the perfect personnel on the field for every situation.
Sean Smith sending the corner, Nolan Carroll, back to the other side. They're confused back in the secondary. Brady gets to Welker, who's hit by Jeremiah Bell. At the 46-yard line, gain of 6.
Look at the personnel changes, though. That time they had 2 tight ends and 2 backs. Now here comes Deion Branch. Here's Welker, split wide to the right is Hernandez. It's dizzying the amount of formations that Tom Brady is throwing at this Dolphin defense.
Woodhead seeking space on that left side. With virtually no gain, Randy Starks the tackle. Third down coming up. What have the Patriots done with their time here tonight as they go no huddle again? It's been almost half their game, no huddle.
Dolphins are really struggling.
Boy, they really are.
Blitz audible.
Tom's got something on him.
Watch the top of the screen.
3rd and 4, pressure. They'll go there to Branch. There's no safety in the middle, so Carroll had to make that tackle. And with Vontae Davis out with cramps, as he's back on the bench area now, they're toasting Nolan Carroll.
Oh, you see it coming a mile away. Nolan Carroll can't cover Deion Branch. He wants it again. Look at Branch.
Right back to him. Again past Carroll. Benny Sapp over there to finally stop it. A yard shy of the first down.
Well, this Dolphins defense is reeling right now. They're having a difficult time getting lined up, getting the right personnel on the field, and getting pressure on Tom Brady.
Brady over 300 with a quarter to go. Hernandez slipped out of 1 tackle, gets to the 16-yard line. We have a penalty marker down. Preliminary indication of hold. And Sean Smith is cramping now.
Holding, number 72 offense. 10-yard penalty, still second down.
And that's about the only thing that has slowed down the Patriots tonight is the turnover earlier in this quarter and the penalties.
I mentioned about half the plays have come out of the no huddle for the Patriots. 27 of their 54. Dolphins rush 4. Brady lofting for Hernandez, who caught it. Was he touched? I don't know if he was touched before. He kept sliding to the goal line. They're going to discuss it right now. Touchdown.
Well, we saw Sean Smith before the play cramping up. Tom Brady probably saw him as well. He knows he had Hernandez on Smith. You get the touchdown. You'll see it right here. Look at Hernandez explode, and you see Smith. He can't even get going. Brady knew he was hurt. He took advantage of it, found Hernandez. Another touchdown for the Patriots. Is there anything Tom Brady misses? I don't think so.
Look at the Dolphins sideline. These defensive players are worn out.
Isn't it supposed to be their advantage?
Does he touch him with his glove as he's sliding with his left foot in the air? Smith was in such pain with the cramps, he could not go down and stop him after he got passed by Hernandez. So because every score is automatically reviewed, they send down word to Pete Morelli, let's come take a look at it. So watch their feet here. There's the contact there. And then his foot hits his knee as well, shy of the goal line. They waited a long time. The two officials looked at each other. Did you see contact on your side? I didn't on mine. And they waited and waited and then called touchdown.
Well, this ball is going to be placed short of the goal line. It's probably the best thing that could have happened to the Dolphins. They need a break. Somehow, some way, the Dolphins have to solve this no huddle of the Patriots. It's just too easy. They've gone up and down the field on the back last two drives, and some of the times they're not even lined up, Mike.
It's been easy.
And we talk about Miami playing at home and playing in South Florida, and you would think, as you guys alluded to, they would be the team that would not have the conditioning or cramping issues. No huddle's doing that to them. There's Vontae Davis on the bench. He's one of their top corners along with Sean Smith. Those are the two guys who said we could be as good as any corner tandem in the NFL. Wendy Nix is down on the sideline.
Well, Mike, you're absolutely right. This defense looks gassed. There's at least 5 defensive players bent over, apparently trying to catch their breath, and then Vontae Davis still trying to stretch out those cramps. Mike?
Wait, Wendy, you can see it down there. It's been typically humid, a normal September night in Miami. Here's Pete Morelli.
After reviewing the play, the receiver was short of the goal line. The ball will be placed at the 1-yard line. Please set the game clock to 29 seconds. First down.
So the new rule comes in handy, at least for the moment.
Well,
Miami.
Mike, here's another thing the Patriots have done extremely well. The last 11 times in a goal-to-goal situation, touchdowns. They do an excellent job out of the I formation, running these stretch lead plays. They run it to the wing, away from the wing, and Tom Brady says, hey, we have a nice little play-action pass also, but they're going to hand the ball off out of the I formation and ram it right at this tired Dolphin defense.
Well, you mentioned 3 tight ends on the field. Dane Fletcher is also in. He's a linebacker who's made plays here tonight. Fletcher will be the lead blocker here for Ben Jarvis Green Ellis. And Brady over the top for the touchdown to Aaron Hernandez.
Told you they were going to ram it right at him. I mean, it's just hard to defend.
And that's the 10th catch by a Patriot tight end this evening. They just can't cover him.
Well, it's a nasty play-action pass right off the right side. You have to step up to stop that go-to run that they like. And Hernandez is right over the top for an easy touchdown.
Gostowski's extra point. 28-17. Well, Hernandez is the guy who deserved the touchdown. He had to take it away a moment ago, so he was touched down to the 2. But they go back to Aaron, and he puts New England up 11.
How about the lockout? Everybody talks about the lockout, how it's going to affect teams. It has not affected Tom Brady. I have never seen the Patriots use their no huddle better than they have tonight, Jaws. It's been unbelievable. The tempo has been extraordinary. The formations, the play selection. The only guy that's not tired in this stadium is that Patriot offense and Tom Brady.
And you know, I love the way they're doing it, John. It's not just a fast-paced tempo, get up there and go. They're changing personnel after every play. I mean, they really have this Dolphins defense reeling. They can't match up personnel, they can't match up speed-wise, and they can't match up mentally right now.
You see Brady spreading it around as per usual. 8 different receivers. 4 of those 8 receivers have at least 5 catches tonight.
Look at these receivers. I mean, it's amazing what Brady has been able to do.
Best thing for that Miami defense would be a long drive by their team right now. Boy, do they need it. Clyde Gates, that sprinter speed out of Abilene Christian, has not been able to get going at all tonight. Teams ahead of both the X-Jet with the cover.
Tom Brady fans at home. How about these 5 throws? Deep down the field on play action, he finds Slater. Reset in the pocket, he finds Gronkowski. Then, how about that throw to Gronkowski for a touchdown? Down in the tight red zone, he audibles, hits Welker for a touchdown. And then on the goal line, play action pass, it's Hernandez. All kind of throws, all kind of deliveries, same results.
And when the Dolphins have scored, the Patriots have come right back. Game was tied at 14. Pats next drive touchdown. Dolphins kick a field goal, and New England responds with that score you just saw. And this play killed for a false start.
False start, number 26 offense. 5-yard penalty remains, first down.
Lex Hilliard.
The self-inflicted wounds are the ones that will kill you. Just keep backing up. You shrink that playbook as you go backwards.
Minkovich off the edge, got past Jake Long. The pass was completed to Devon Bess. And that'll bring the third quarter to an end. Good gain to get a bunch of the penalty yards back. The Dolphins in an 11-point hole after 3 on Monday Night Football. With John Gruden, Ron Jaworski, and Wendy Nix on the sideline. Mike Tirico here in Miami. Patriots lead by 11. The Raiders and Broncos will wrap up kickoff weekend 2011 coming up as soon as we're done here in Florida. Henne hit as he throws. The pass is incomplete. Let's get a SportsCenter update with Trey Wingo.
All right, Michael, thank you. Tennis men's final at the U.S. Open. 6-0 Novak Djokovic is against Rafael Nadal this year. He wins 3 of the 4 Grand Slams. He takes down Nadal in 4 sets, his first U.S. Open title. Meanwhile, good news for the Rams. Quarterback Sam Bradford, a bruised right index finger that the Rams expect him to play Monday night when the Rams take on the Giants. Let's go back to Mike, Jaws, and John.
Okay, Trey, thank you. Giants, Rams next week. Redskins and Cowboys as we get our season going.
Big third down for the Dolphins here.
Henne coming for a hard line, goes up, couldn't bring it down. Devin McCourty at the last second knocked it out of his hands.
Well, that's the second play in a row. Excuse me, Jaws. Second play in a row that Albert Hainsworth stemmed. He went right over the face of rookie Mike Pouncey. Take a look at Pouncey versus Hainsworth, and on back-to-back plays, you see the push that Albert Hainsworth can get in the pocket. It forces Henne to get rid of it quickly.
Well, he got rid of it quickly, but I still think Hartline's got to come up with that catch, even though McCourty did a nice job of knocking it away at the last second. These kicks down the middle now. Eventually, the Patriots are going to take one back.
53 yards up the middle, Edelman. To the 35-yard line, the long snapper John Denny with the tackle. The regular snapper for the Patriots, Dan Copeland, injured his ankle pretty significantly here tonight. Some cool looks here in South Florida. Patriots leading by 11. Vontae Davis back on the field for Miami at corner. Brady right back at it with his tight ends. Gronkowski across midfield, robbed to the 49-yard line.
Wow, what a nasty play-action pass out of the shotgun. That time Kevin Burnett had no choice to step up. As soon as he recognizes play-action pass, the ball's gone. Once again, the tight ends for the Patriots have eaten the Dolphins up.
And they did it last year. The Dolphins thought they had shored that up with the acquisition of Kevin Burnett. Doesn't look that way tonight. Tight ends are hot, and Brady loves them.
Ben Jarvis, Green Ellis got away from Cameron Wake. Did not get around the corner, and Rashad Jones who made the tackle. Talk about the tight ends and their usage. 11 catches for 147 yards and 2 touchdowns.
He's only thrown it to him 12 times. You got to throw it to him more. And these two guys continue to get better. That's what second-year players are supposed to do.
Sean Smith, who cramped on that last series on the touchdown, near touchdown to Hernandez. He's back on the bench. Brady takes a shot back to Hernandez again. What a catch.
That was absolutely an amazing grab by Aaron Hernandez. And he is that hybrid tight end. He has the movement of a wide receiver at 6'1", 245. He explodes off the football. He runs routes like a wide receiver. He just flies down the field right past Nolan Carroll for another big play.
Wes Welker tries to duck under Benny Sapp. Finally tackled after a gain of a yard. They picked on Nolan Carroll on that play again. And when Smith or Davis have been out, Carroll's been in, and Brady has gone right after it. Right off the hit of Sapp, Hernandez keeps going. That ball comes out and no whistle. And Dan Gronkowski is down there to come up with a recovery at the 7-yard line.
Used to call that a jerk route where the receiver, in this case Hernandez, settles down in front of the quarterback and then he jerks his body east or west. That time he never saw number 27, Benny Sapp. You can't cover that kid and you can't tackle him either.
They go back to William down at the 5, no fumble, and the pass there is incomplete. There was no early whistle, but they called no fumble. That's why the ball was snapped from the 5.
Brady relentless once again. Get to the line. Let's go. Find the soft spot.
Tom over 400 yards passing. This time hands to Woodhead, who gets to the 2-yard line.
You know, the Patriots don't appear tired. They've been in the no huddle themselves all night. But that's the thing about the New England offense. Not only is it physically grueling, it'll grind on you mentally, and it's taking its toll on the Dolphins. But the mental and physical conditioning of this Patriot football team is awesome.
Belichick was run all the way down to the line judge on the far side, thinking about calling a timeout here. And now he backs out. He's not going to get the timeout. But the head coach can call it the official. He'll leave it in the hands of Brady.
Might as well use all the clock.
Tom saw Bill come down to take the timeout and told him he had it. 11-11 to go. Patriots up 11 and looking for more. Back in Miami. 3rd and goal. Brady went for Fletcher, the linebacker. Well, try to go the old school way, the way they had so much success over the years, going to Mike Vrabel. That time they tried to get Fletcher the touchdown, but Rashad Jones broke it up.
Jones was in excellent position to make a play and possibly take that all the way to the end zone. He undercuts this beautifully. You see Jones read the route, almost picks it off.
Fletcher was in for a snap earlier, playing fullback in the goal line situation on the last drive. Gostowski from 20. So both teams have had these short field goals added, and New England leads by 14. The last 2 teams to play their first games, the Raiders and the Broncos, 2 coaching debuts. Hugh Jackson and John Fox coming up next here on ESPN. Brad Nessler and Trent Dilfer will have that one for you from Denver. Darren McFadden of the Raiders and Kyle Orton. Raiders had a big offensive game in Denver a year ago. Returnable from about near the goal line, Clyde Gates.
He
only gets out to the 21-yard line. Very interesting offseason with the Patriots. Chad Ochocinco, Sean Ellis, Albert Hainsworth, Andre Carter. A lot of veterans were added, and very interesting talking to some of those guys about the Patriots' way of doing things.
Yeah, they buy into the program. It's a teaching program. When you go there, you learn football. You just don't line up and play. And not only do you have to be tough physically, you have to be tough mentally, because Bill Belichick would test you every single day.
Chad Henne and the Dolphins take over at the 22. Here's Reggie Bush, the center. Pouncey got a block for him. And he gets out to around the 26-yard line.
And Miami's got to think about getting into their 2-minute offense now. Obviously down 2 scores, plenty of time left, just inside of 11 minutes. And as soon as they cross the 50-yard line, if they can get the ball in plus territory, they must be thinking 4 downs.
I'd like to see a little more Devon Best. He's been kind of quiet.
Off the legs of Marshall, incomplete, and Devin McCourty has been close on him here a good part of this second half.
We talked to both coaches about conditioning, and clearly New England looks like they've taken advantage of living on the East Coast. They look like they're fresher, they're more alive on their sidelines. Huge 3rd down. Somebody needs to step up for Miami and keep this thing alive.
And there you see sustaining drives and not sustaining drives tonight. And he got just crushed. Vince Wilfork just barreled into him as Myron Pryor had a hand on Henne. Wow.
You'll see number 68, Richie Incognito. He just got moved out of the way quickly. Oh, he had no chance whatsoever as Pryor came right up the middle, and Wilfork is there waiting for Henne.
Both guards beaten clearly there.
That's right, Wilfork got right past Vernon Carey.
Sure did.
Used to be a tackle, who's now kicked in to be a starting guard for Miami. Fields with another punt, Jaws right down the middle. 47 yards. Edelman runs into the long snapper, John Denny, again at the 40-yard line. 9:49 to go. Miami's offense has had 2 good drives, but not much more. Patriots first-round pick in 2001, Richard Seymour, traded to the Raiders a couple of years ago. Now an Oakland captive, set to take on Denver. Game 2 of the Monday Night Football doubleheader coming up as soon as we're done. First down, up 14, right back to the air. Brady downfield for Slater. Off of Matthews' hands and incomplete. Patriots, who have 31 points, almost had 38.
We should have 38. I mean, what a beautiful throw. Hits Slater right in his hands.
Yeah, trying to add to this 30-plus point effort. 9 consecutive games right now. The Rams did it over the 99-2000 14 games, greatest show on turf. So the Patriots has their own mark that they set end of 06 and on to 07. Now they will run it with Woodhead, who's tackled by Carlos Dansby. Dansby and Burnett inside, supposed to be difference makers in shutting down a Dolphin defense problem from last year. That was tight end productivity. Not tonight.
Yeah, and you would also think with Dansby and Burnett inside, and all of a sudden you have a change at the center position. Copen goes out and Dan Conley comes in, but this offense has not missed a beat with Dan Conley at center. He has stepped up big time.
And Brian Waters has played more snaps than the Patriots coaches thought he would at guard. He signed him 8 days ago. Kansas City let him go. This time Brady gets hit as he throws, and that pass for Chad Ochocinco hits the ground and incomplete. Ochocinco's not been mentioned much or targeted much or on the field much tonight.
He's going to have a hard time getting on the field the way these tight ends are playing. Hey, you go to a 3-receiver set, somebody has to come out. You can say all you want to say about this or that, but Tom Brady was the unanimous MVP last year for good reason. He had one issue, and that was the playoff game against the Jets. Clearly, the man is on a mission as he starts this 11th season.
Oh, a good rush on Mesco. They got to him. They say no flag. It was A flop by the punter. And a short return out to the 23-yard line.
There's still a lot of time left, Mike. Odd that New England would come out throwing. I know Slater dropped a deep ball. He's wide open, but there is time. Plenty of time left. 9 minutes basically left in the football game for Miami to make this a one-score game.
Well, they better get something going here quickly. They have really struggled to generate offense here, particularly in the fourth quarter.
From the 23, Henne throws back shoulder, caught by Fasano, who's had 3 excellent grabs tonight. This one good for 22.
Well, Fasano certainly can get down the field. He's shown that tonight. And I love the throw by Chad Henne. You got to trust your receiver. When that defender's back is turned, trust him. Stick it in there. He did, and a great catch by Fasano.
Miami gets the first down for the first time in 3 drives. Henne to Brandon Marshall. Marshall cuts inside the safety down to the 25.
All right by Devin McCourty, and right away Miami is in the red zone. Again, plenty of time left. Clyde Gates, the speedster from Abilene Christian, at the top of the screen. Brandon Marshall at the bottom. And Reggie Bush, if they play it conservatively, will see the ball on a shotgun run play.
Henne, end zone. Incomplete for the aforementioned rookie Gates. Clyde Gates out of Abilene Christian, 4'3", sprinter speed. His cousin is Johnny Knox, the Bears.
You see earlier in this series, Patriots playing man-to-man coverage. McCourty against Marshall. What a great release with his outside arm. Ball thrown perfectly. Miami's in 4-down territory. Henne needs to remember that. No sacks.
Jaws mentioned a quiet night for Devon Bess. He's in the slot at the top with Hartline. And he had to get rid of that because of the pressure. Felt the heat coming from Gerard Mayo, the linebacker.
He and Reggie Bush not on the same page there. Bush looked like he came out of the backfield expecting the ball thrown hot, and he didn't think so. Big 3rd down and 10. You don't have to get it all with the throw. Check downs, any type of completion that can set up a run after the catch, big against this Patriot defense.
Bush has been quiet since that first quarter. First couple of drives, a lot of featuring Reggie running and pass receiving, but it's tapered off significantly.
Going to Marshall again down here.
Fletcher came in, hit Henne as he threw, and he just couldn't set up to hit Marshall with that pass. Chad gets up a little gingerly.
Well, that's one that Chad would love to have back. He knew he had the one-on-one matchup going down the right sideline. Shit, you have to get rid of this ball just a split second quicker. You'll see him here. He sees it. He knows he's got it. Checking to it. I got one-on-one. I'm letting it go. There's a signal right there. Go route. You see Marshall win. Just overthrown.
The pressure from Dane Fletcher just didn't give him that second step in the throw. They will go for it. 7.5 left, down 14. John, you said earlier, this is what you do in this situation.
No doubt. And I expect New England to just rush 3, play maximum coverage.
Bring some heat. The underneath throws caught by Hartline. A flag is down as Hartline is down at the 10-yard line. The marker down at the line of scrimmage.
And surprisingly, the Patriots crossed them up and they went with the blitz and had the quick call on the Hartline, and it worked.
Offside, number 24 defense. The penalty will be declined. Result of the play is a first down.
And Kyle Arrington, number 24, is the third-level player that the Patriots love to blitz. He likes to come with the pressure. You'll see him coming right now, cheated across the line. Good job by Colombo picking it up, seeing him. An excellent job, I thought, by Chad Henne, reading it quickly and getting the ball out of his hand, and an accurate throw.
Touching the 10, so first and goal. Miami trying to get within a score. Henne gets hit as he throws again. Bush has it. Reggie's clipped up. What a play by Lee Bodden coming off the corner. But that pass rush is getting to Henne more and more.
They need to get their best red zone play selection right here. They have 3 downs to score. Zone coverage this time by New England. Pass rush is pretty good. Nice check down. Reggie's got to go north and south. Don't run east and west against the Bill Belichick zone defense. Go north and south. Split people after the catch. 2nd and goal.
Out of the back for Marshall. 3rd and goal.
Clearly some miscommunication all night long on these tight red zone throws from Chad Henne to Brandon Marshall. They just don't seem to be on the same page, see the field with the same eyes, see the coverage with the same eyes. It's been a little bit dysfunctional in this area of the field. Henne over 300 for the night.
I don't think you can forget about Reggie Bush running the football. You have 4 downs. They ran a quarterback draw with Henne earlier in the game. Here comes all-out blitz.
They all come. Henne's got a second. He's got Bess. Reach for the pylon. Was he out of bounds? They talk again. Touchdown.
What a great drive by the Miami Dolphins.
And certainly they will look at this upstairs to confirm it. His knee is down there. Where is he on the reach? As he tries to break the plane, a look down.
Oof, might be a...
He's going to be just short. If I was Tony Sperano, I'd be down there getting my 4th and goal play ready.
Yep.
Very similar to play to Wes Welker's touchdown against the blitz from Tom Brady. And Welker and Bess have the same kind of quickness and speed.
All right, so the officials review, touchdown or not. Our first guess is it's a little short. We'll take more looks. Miami has its personnel back on the field. They look like they know they are just short. Pete Morelli has looked.
After reviewing the play, the receiver is down by contact short of the goal line. The ball will be placed on a half-yard line. 4th down.
So 4th and goal coming up. And you get a good look. Great look. This is right down the goal line. So when his knee is down, so the ball is placed at the half-yard line. So this rule to review everything called on the field a touchdown automatically has twice taken away calls on the field that were touchdowns that were not when looked at in replay.
And Miami's going to spread them out inside the 1. Remember, the Dolphins were rejected earlier in the game when they went to their goal line personnel. Even Paul Soliai was the fullback. Miami doesn't have the confidence that they can knock it across the goal line unless it's a quarterback sneak from Henne.
Might be a little bit long for that sneak, John. You know, it's just a, yeah, it is inside that 1.
Well, there's 3 receivers. Yeah. The only back in the game is Reggie Bush. It's either a quarterback sneak or Chad Henne's going to throw the football against one-on-one coverage.
I actually have a lot of Patriots fans. You always have that melting pot of Northeast. The people raised or retired down here come down and root for their team. And Patriots fans are urging their crowd to make noise against Miami here at home.
How about a Reggie Bush leap?
Henne will throw on 4th and a half yard to Hartline, incomplete, with Rawhide Dowling in coverage. So 4th and a half yard.
Well, that's a change of the guard for sure. Miami, over the last 3 years, has been a power running team. Incognito, Jake Long. They choose to spread them out. And the New England Patriots had coverage. And Rawhide Dowling, give him credit. He covered Marshall earlier in the game in one-on-one coverage. This time he goes and gets Hartline. That's why Bill Belichick made changes in his secondary. They got rid of Darius Butler. They brought in a bigger cast of cornerbacks, and Rawhide Dowling has paid off big, the former Virginia Cavalier.
The difference in the red zone of what happened here tonight. Miami a couple times in the red zone held to a field goal, and that right there. And that's a head scratcher from that close, from a half yard out.
Low percentage throw as well, Mike. And Henne's got to give his receiver a chance.
There's Brady out of the gun from the half-yard line. Why not? To Wes Welker. Wes Welker pulling away, and he ties an NFL record with a 99-yard touchdown.
Oh, my.
How many guys throw it out of their end zone in an empty backfield?
As Don Meredith said when Tony Dorsett did it, 99 yards and a half.
And that was. Oh, my. I had one of those, Mike. Mine was 99 yards, 2 feet 11 inches. Wow. What
Tom
a
Brady goes over 500 yards passing. That's more than I threw for my career, high school and college. One-on-one coverage. They blitz an empty backfield. They're in a desperation situation, and Brady lights up South Florida. Wow. 511 yards.
38-17. Brady to Welker enters the NFL record book, tying the longest touchdown in the history of the league, done multiple times, 99 and a half.
There's no backs in the backfield. There's one-on-one coverage in the back end. Miami's going to blitz Brady. They're in a desperate situation. Tom on his back foot lobs it with perfect trajectory. How about that stiff arm? Wes Welker, everybody says all he does is catch 2-yard passes. Everything he does is within 10 yards of the line of scrimmage. Take that, NFL. That's a 99-yard catch and run by Wes Welker, who's a former Miami Dolphin. You don't think they regret trading Welker for that second rounder and that 7th rounder?
It didn't really work out.
What a thrill for Welker to come back to Miami and put an exclamation point on a 511-yard passing night with your backup center. Let's hope Copen's okay. I mean, Brian Hoyer and Ryan Mallett, the backup quarterbacks of the New England Patriots, have to be saying, man, this is fun.
Look at these numbers. Wow.
The 511 yards, the most in Patriots history and the most in the 42 years of Monday Night Football as well. 511 yards for Brady. 99 on that record-tying touchdown in terms of a play from scrimmage. Brady to Welker. A return by Clyde Gates to the 26-yard line. We mentioned he goes past Drew Bledsoe on the list of all-time passing yards. Babe Pearlie down there, 1964. But Bledsoe had that stretch when he would open it up with Parcells and the guys. And Tom Brady, 5'11" here tonight.
I don't even think Chad Ochocinco's caught a pass, has he?
He got one.
They haven't even got him going yet.
He got one. Don't need him.
Henny right back to it. Underneath pass is caught by Devon Bess. Just shy of midfield. One of those 99-yard passes was a Brett Favre pass to Robert Brooks. That happened 16 years and a day ago. That was September 11, 1995 when Green Bay played Chicago.
And look at the Patriots now. They're using Kyle Arrington, number 24, as a pass rusher. This is a 190-pound defensive back they're using as a pass rusher.
Yeah, they used him in that position last year, John. They're doing anything they can to generate some pressure on the quarterback.
Brandon Marshall stays on his feet. Tackled inside the 35, inside of 5 minutes. Kyle Orton getting ready. And these guys match the numbers Brady put up. Orton and the Broncos taking on the Oakland Raiders coming up on Monday Night Football. Funny, so much of the conversation with those teams during the offseason, Tim Tebow and Terrell Pryor, but in fact it will be Orton and Jason Campbell under center tonight. Pass complete to Fasano, the tight end, as we've gone over 1,000 yards in this game now tonight.
Chad Henne's close to 400 himself, Mike. I mean, this is it is becoming a passing league, but this is crazy.
I believe it's the 5th game in this kickoff weekend where both quarterbacks have thrown for over 300 yards in a game, and that is right, and that's the first time that's happened in any week in the NFL.
That would have been Kevin Cobb and Cam Newton, I think, in that game yesterday.
The Patriots defensively continue to mix up their looks and blitz Chad Henne. And Kyle Arrington number 24, playing defensive end. I've seen it all now. 511 yards and a 195-pound defensive end.
And big Vince Wilfork still out there battling away.
And his pass incomplete. That's nowhere near. Under 4 minutes now.
This really has to be shocking to the Dolphins. You know, they returned a top 10 defense. This was a team that was ranked in the top 10 against the run and the pass. They returned 10 starters, and they signed Kevin Burnett. They brought back Jason Taylor. They have to be stunned. They've given up close to 600 yards tonight, Mike. 608 to be exact.
You know, Bill O'Brien, the offensive coordinator for the Patriots, said, hey, it's a top 5 defense. Didn't look that way tonight.
Right. Underneath throw caught by Reggie Bush out of bounds with a first down at the 21-yard line. We mentioned that these two quarterbacks have gone over 300 yards. It started with Breeze and Aaron Rodgers on Thursday night. And there are the 5 pairs of quarterbacks. First time we've had a week in the NFL with that many games. 5. Both quarterbacks over 300 yards. Penny taking off. And he out of bounds inside the 5. He had 1 career rushing touchdown coming in. And he almost has 2 in 1 game here tonight.
Well, Henny does a real nice job of identifying the defensive coverage. You see that man under 2 safeties over the top. You know if you break the pocket, you're going to see the defense turn their backs. Henny recognized that, took it down to the 2-yard line.
Well, Miami let Lusaka Polite, their fullback, go. And I don't know that they have a fullback for this game.
Well, Charles Clay was the guy they were hoping to take that role, right?
Right, he's inactive, hurt. Their draft choice out of Tulsa, but they're committed to the spread.
First and goal from the 2, swing out Reggie Bush. He reaches for the pile on. And they say he's down at the 1. Get another look at that. If Sperano wanted to review this, he'd have to use a challenge, not call the score on the field. And that looks like a touchdown.
That's clear as day.
Very similar to the double, not by about 4 yards shy, but the double reverse that he ran in with New Orleans. Here in Miami as a member of the Saints. Remember, he leaped from about the 6-yard line and broke the plane.
There's part of the rule I don't understand. They're going to challenge scoring plays. Why would they challenge that play? I don't get it, Mike.
On the field.
Go ahead, Mike.
No.
Ridiculous.
I'm with John a little bit on this one. You're challenging anything that's called a touchdown on the field and not asking the coaches to use a challenge. So what they're doing is when the officials don't get it right, they want to make sure that the points aren't up on the board when they shouldn't be. But in a case like this, if it's that close, why not challenge these as well, or let the booth control these?
This is going to be a touchdown, Miami. We're going to have an onside kick ready to go. And I know the Houston Texans, who got a big win yesterday against the Colts, are watching this game because they come in here next week with a chance to go 2-0. And the Miami Dolphins on a short week see another explosive offense in the Houston Texans. They have to re-energize the troops, make some corrections, because I'm sure the Houston Texans are drawing up plays they want to run themselves.
Well, Matt Schaub does an excellent job of orchestrating that Texans offense. They do a lot of the things, not to the degree that Tom Brady does them, but Schaub will work the line of scrimmage. He'll do the dummy counts. He'll do the dummy calls. He'll get his offense into the right play, and they are a very balanced offense.
But when you look at this Dolphin defense, they have to be shocked. Kevin Burnett, Carlos Dansby, Jason Taylor, they have a lot of well-known veteran defenders.
After reviewing the play, it is a touchdown. The runner broke the plane to the goal by touching the pylon. Please set the game clock to 3:39. Miami will not be charged a timeout.
Well, we spent some time around the Dolphins this weekend out at their practice. We talked to the players, the coaches. There clearly was a sense of confidence on the defense. The offense was the question mark. Were they going to be able to score points? Were they going to be able to move the ball? But the one constant everyone thought would be the Dolphins' defense, and they certainly came out flat tonight.
So Reggie Bush gets that touchdown, and there's his Dolphin debut in the regular season in terms of scoring touchdowns. And the extra point for Dan Carpenter makes it 38-24. And like John indicated, an onside kick likely coming here with 3:39 to go.
And the Dolphins will use 2 kickers. They're going to line up 5 Dolphins on one side, 4 on the other. They'll look at the Patriot deployment. I'm sure they're going to use some big receivers to be the jumpers. Brandon Marshall. It's your only chance. 3:39 left. You have 2 timeouts. Need to make a play in a kicking game. Hartline, 82, the fastest Dolphin, will be a factor. But they're going to have 2 kickers. And on the right side of this formation, you'll see 5 Miami Dolphins, and number 19, Brandon Marshall, will be the design jumper. There he is. There's going to be 4 Dolphins over here, and there's going to be 2 kickers. And they're going to look at the deployment of the Patriots and determine which of these kickers kicks to the side where the numbers are the lightest. Will he middle dribble it? Will he kick it to the left? Will he kick it to the right? But keep an eye on Marshall at the bottom of the screen and Brian Hartline, the fastest Dolphin. A lot of strategy here, man.
And so what Belichick do? He called timeout.
Darn right he did.
You and I were talking about this, John, this morning, because it's very hard kickoff situation to get your guys set up for because of that deployment.
There's no question. They have 2 kickers. You can kick the ball left or right or middle dribble it. If you don't put anybody deep, you have a track meet and you kick it deep. There is a lot of strategy. Scotty O'Brien, the special teams coach of the Patriots, knows he's got a 2-score lead. Let's take a timeout. Don't be surprised now if Miami doesn't reset their kicking team. But this is the only chance Miami has, and I love what the Dolphins have orchestrated here. A check with me, onside kick to where the Patriots aren't.
Well, why not? Everything else in football is check with me now.
Hey, look at this.
Right?
But what we're seeing now is the prevalence of that pop-up kick, where the kicker drives the ball into the ground and it pops straight up in the air, goes 10 yards, and it's almost like a fair catch. That's the tough one for the receiving team to handle.
Well, look at Carpenter and Fields, the 2 kickers. They're going to have a little hand signal to determine, is Carpenter kicking it to the left, or is Fields going to middle dribble it or kick it to the right? And if you're a high school football coach back home, draw this up, put it in, and open your game Friday night. This is a nasty onside kick deployment.
It will be Fields kicking near side toward Marshall. Goes out of bounds, untouched. And the violation on the Dolphins. We give the ball to the Patriots.
All that excitement.
It was well executed, though. The pop-up kick was there. That was a live ball right at the sideline. The Dolphins just couldn't get someone there. But that ball hung in the air. Tom Brady, 511 yards tonight. He's coming back out with 3:39 to go.
It's been 15 years since we've had a game with that many passing yards by an individual.
Last year they were up 41-14, and Tom did not come out of the game. We said before, he relishes these times. After a long, hard week of work, he loves being out there with his teammates and finishing people.
Last snap he took, he and Wes Welker combined on something that's only been done 12 times before. The 13th 99-yard play from scrimmage in NFL history. Run by Ben Jarvis, Green Ellis, couple yards shy of the first down. See what kind of running now Raider offensive captain Darren McFadden does. Raiders, Broncos, those great rivalries in the AFC West will get us going on Monday Night Football. The doubleheader wraps up. So that game has just started, and it's over on ESPN2. So if you are waiting for that game, over as you look at Robert Kraft, Patriots owner, and DeMaurice Smith, head of the Players Association, who were both here tonight. Both were in the room significantly at the key moments during that labor settlement. Waters, the right guard, moves.
Number 54, offense, 5-yard penalty, remains, second down.
Again, so if you're waiting for the Raiders and Broncos, ESPN2 that's on right now, you can watch the start of that with Brad Nessler and Trent Dilfer. And if you want to just stay here, we'll get you out there as soon as we're done in Miami.
Look at that guy, Brian Waters. Yeah. 11 years he played with the Chiefs. He goes, I needed the Patriots. They push you here. It's not easy. And I needed a challenge, and man, is New England giving it to me. These great players like to be pushed.
The 43, Brady trying to add to his yardage total. Goes to Welker, yard shy of the first down at the 39-yard line.
Welker is so slippery. I don't know how you cover that guy. A great chemistry with Tom Brady. The indicators he gives Tom releases the ball perfectly.
Well, 2 years ago, Welker had a horrific injury. Remember, he came back last year quicker than anyone thought he would. Still led the Patriots, well over 80 catches. 2 years away from that surgery now, Welker obviously looks like his old self. What a great competitor. What you don't see are the little things Welker does. Blocking, full speed patterns on the backside, communicating. He does it the Patriot way.
We mentioned tonight Tom Brady joined the top 10 in touchdowns thrown in NFL history. He's made other single game history here tonight. I might add to it here. All the time in the world for Hernandez, and that pass is incomplete. Intended for Aaron Hernandez.
Hey, Mike, a little earlier in the show when Chad Henning was making a throw, I said inappropriate words, so I want to apologize, and I hope I didn't offend anyone with that word.
Okay. .240 to go, 4th and 1. And let's see, Brady's just going to come over, and Belichick thinks he's going to take a timeout. Clock wasn't moving, so they're just going to take a timeout and decide what they want to do here on 4th and 1 at the 38-yard line.
How about this guy, Brady? He's still throwing the ball. He doesn't get tired. You want to see a performance of the ages. 4 touchdown passes, Gronkowski, Welker, Hernandez, and then my favorite, 99.5 yards to Welker out of his own end zone. Tom Brady has thrown for 517 yards. Brady told us last year, I want to play till I'm 48 years old. I love this.
Yeah. How about this? Number 5.
He just might.
Yep. Number 5 on the all-time list within a game with passing yards in NFL history. Norm Van Brocklin has the most at 554. Then Warren Moon, Boomer Esiason, Dan Marino, who's in the building here tonight, 4 yards away, and Brady at 517. Result, Mesco just gets rid of it, kicks it to the end zone. 2:32 to go, and Miami down 14.
What's funny about Brady? I remember asking him yesterday, I said, what's your favorite part of this offense? Is it the no-back sets? Is it the nasty play-action passes? Is it the audibles? He said, no, it's the preparation. It's our game planning on a weekly basis. We attack every team differently. We put our players in the best possible situations. We do what we do best against what you do worst.
He is an absolute fierce competitor. You just love being around him.
Back shoulder, Devon Best with the catch. Brandon Marshall with a block and a gain by Best of 27 yards to the 47.
I hate to keep sounding like a broken record, but
just thinking this,
you know,
it's not over.
You're throwing the ball, maybe going after a couple records, which might be the right thing to do, but man, I've seen crazy things happen. I watched that Notre Dame-Michigan game. I still can't believe what happened in the last 2 minutes and 20 seconds of that game.
See teams that don't have this short yardage line up and run the ball. Portion of their offense. Henny, another back shoulder throw. Dolphins sideline wanted a flag. It wasn't coming as Clyde Gates was covered by another rookie again, Ross-eyed Dowling. I imagine there are going to be correctable things, but pretty pleased with Dowling's effort here tonight.
No doubt about it. Well over 6 feet tall. They had great success last year getting Devin McCourty out of Rutgers. Dowling was hurt really as a high school player, had a lot of injuries at Virginia. if they can keep him healthy, you never know. They might have hit the lottery again.
Missed a good part of this training camp with a leg injury. Henny's throw for Fasano scooped off the ground. 11 first down yards. And we'll see if they get one in before the 2-minute warning.
Well, Fasano's had a big night tonight too. He's gonna really grow in this offense.
And get rid of it.
Didn't get it in time, Jaws. So we hit the 2-minute mark. Miami down 14. Tom Brady, 5th all-time in NFL history passing yards in a game tonight. Our aerial coverage tonight brought to you by DirecTV. Get a look at this stadium, which has hosted Super Bowls and national championship games. Steve Ross bought it. Now the owner of the Dolphins put a lot of money to upgrade the stadium, and you'd see no baseball dirt. It's covered in with grass here tonight. Only 6 more games the Marlins play here. Then they move to their new stadium at the old Orange Bowl site, and it's going to be football only the rest of the way. Still with time, down 2 scores. Henny taken off for the sideline and a first down. And he's got both.
That's a great effort by Reggie Bush. A lot of Patriots in coverage. Henny does the wise thing, pulls it down and runs. And Reggie Bush makes a nice play that won't show up on a stat sheet. Another first down for Miami. A quick strike. I'm sure they're getting their hands team ready on the sidelines for a potential onside kick.
Here comes some pressure and a whistle.
Oh, boy. Like Brandon Marshall took a timeout.
Timeout, Miami. 3rd and final team timeout. Will be a 30-second timeout.
Can't understand what happened there, Mike.
Absolutely.
I mean, they only have 1 timeout left. And
he moved.
He looked,
like
yeah,
he was
starting to
moving
lean a
early
little
for
bit.
false
Yeah.
start, and then try to turn it into a timeout, which is all well and good, but
either way, that kills you. That gives you no timeouts left.
right.
Yep.
Looks like he was leaning or confused or there he is at the top of the screen. He's going after Dowling again. And if New England gives him one more single high safety look, I got a feeling Henny's looking that way.
Well, they didn't get it.
No, they didn't. For the 32, Henny throws. Bush couldn't bring it in. Incomplete. I want to remind you guys, we have the Raiders-Broncos now on ESPN2. As soon as we're done, that game will come over here to ESPN, and you will get post-game coverage with the GMC post-game show from Miami on ESPN2. That coming on SportsCenter.
That's a tough call. Raiders, Broncos, what a game that'll be. Or how about listening to Tom Brady, what he has to say? I'm going to run down there and hear what he has to say myself.
I know a place you can find 2 TVs. You can watch both at once.
What a show he put on tonight, man.
5-17.
Past 96 of the game does not happen because of a sack from Mark Anderson, the former Bear. Split his time with Chicago and Houston, and he's been making good pass rush moves as the night's gone on here.
They need him. With Jermaine Cunningham injured, they need Mark Anderson to regain that form he had in Chicago earlier in his career, but he beat Colombo easily off the edge that time.
Mark Colombo came over from Dallas. He's the now starting right tackle. Minute 11 remaining. Henny over the line of scrimmage, taking off, sliding down. There are no timeouts, so he's got to get everybody back to the line of scrimmage.
And you can't clock it because it's 4th down. Dolphins got to rush things. 4th down and 6. Taking a lot of time to get this play off.
Flipping receivers to the other side.
Can't do that.
And he throws to Marshall, complete
Kill it.
at the 17. And now you can kill it because it's first down. Marshall coming up gimpy. Goes down
again.
Yep. Cramping issues. And usually when you have an injury to a player,
Marshall's played hard tonight. I think that's his 8th catch, closing in on 150 yards. A lot of passing tonight.
When you have an injury to a player in the final 2 minutes, they take a timeout from you. But Miami out of timeouts here as Marshall went down, so it becomes an automatic 10-second runoff and the clock down to 16 seconds. We're seeing so many people cramping, and that's what you hope it is for Marshall, as opposed to anything else.
Henny now at 416 yards passing. You know, and he's 100 yards behind Brady.
And that's what, 900+ yards together for both quarterbacks. 906. Once you take away the yards for sacks, 906, and that's an NFL record.
We're not done yet. We got a chance.
Hey.
Clock is running.
Yeah, it's an automatic restart of the clock at 16. The Dolphins were not aware of that, so they've made a big mistake here. So this is the last play of the game. So significant some places here as that ball is intercepted by Kyle Arrington and brings the game to a close. 38-24. Patrick Chung broke it up. Tom Brady record-setting performance tonight. 517 yards as the Patriots move to 1-0. They'll play San Diego in Foxborough for their home opener on Sunday. And Miami will play Houston here next week. 38-24 our final score with John Gruden, Ron Jaworski, Wendy Nix, our entire crew. Mike Tirico. Remember, post-game coverage of this game will be on ESPN2 in a moment. But we get you now for the Raiders and the Broncos. Brad Nessler, Trent Dilfer standing by at Mile High in Denver.